The San Francisco 49ers are doing exactly what the NFL didn't want to happen, and currently all the other teams in the NFL are terrified of the potential of this unit. In this video, we're going to break down everything we saw out of the Seahawks game. We're going to break down some film, and I'm going to show you exactly why the NFL is, fearing what the 49ers can be. I mean, when you combine a top 3 offense averaging 28 points a game with the defense that, quite frankly, ranks number one in the NFL in points allowed per game, only averaging 15.5 points per game against them, that is insane. They bring in a guy like Chase Young. You still have Nick Bosa. You have Arik Armstead. You have Javon Hargrave. This team has a very rare combination of elite X-factor ability on defense, as well as a combination of an elite role players, elite depth on this team as well, and they're only starting to get it together, starting to gel here, and they're only going to get better from here, which is what terrifies me and what should terrify the rest of the NFL about the San Francisco 49ers, and why they'll only get better and only improve their roster and improve their chemistry from here. It's going to be one hell of a season and one hell of a playoff run. That is what's brewing here for the 49ers. And even though they lost their, stud safety for the entirety of the season, hopefully he gets better, relatively soon, because he has been, nothing but amazing ever since he was drafted. Hufanga has shown nothing but excellence and a grind to his game, so I want to see him back next year. I'm so excited, but I still believe this team has what it takes to do it, even with them out for the season, and that's what we talked about earlier, their depth. Jair Brown looks amazing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think Jair Brown is going to slowly step up into a massive role here and slowly look like he could be the future of the team alongside Hufanga, or do you think they might need to go out into free agency and add another veteran? Because I do believe that George Odom also got injured in the last game as well, so they might need to add a veteran or someone. But without any further ado, let's watch some film, break down some film here on why their defense is going to be so terrifying for the rest of the season. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 9, first drive of the game here for Seattle. And this is why I say the battle is won in the trenches. So we're going to get a blitz here by the 49ers. An excellent drawn up play here by their D coordinator. You're going to get some pressure off the edge, pressure over here. But what is interesting is Fred Warner is going to start here and then bounce to the outside, forcing pressure. And why this is so important here for the 49ers defense to get pressure is it forces guys like Geno Smith to, throw the ball into bad situations. This is exactly what we're going to see here. So we're going to see Fred Warner slowly push to the left side and then get around this left tackle, forcing this to be a bad throw. Now he's trying to throw a slant here. We got a slant coming over here. Just a poorly thrown ball, and it should have been picked off there by Ward, and this should have been going the other way for potentially even a pick 6. Now let's watch this from the other angle. If he has a clean pocket here, he wouldn't force the throw. But this is what makes the 49ers so nasty. You have Nick Bosa, you got Armstead, you got Javon Hargrave, you got Chase Young coming off the edge, and then a guy like Fred Warner bouncing to the outside, creating pressure on your quarterback here. Look at this amazing play by Fred Warner, slowly getting into the outside and, gets to the quarterback, almost a forced fumble, and then almost interception as well. This is what makes their defense so dynamic, because they can play multiple different positions. They can get to the quarterback in multiple different ways, but also can, clamp up in the secondary as well. This is why they are so scary, and to add Chase Young to this makes them even more scary. I dropped a video covering Chase Young the other day, and man, we are starting to really see the potential as they're gelling together now. This is going to be scary. Okay, I want to show you guys this play real quick. We're going to have 4, rushers here, but then they're going to send Tayshaun Gibson here on a safety blitz. Now, what this does, they're not going to really see it coming here. See this left guard push to the right, trying to double team Javon Hargrave, which is quite frankly what you need to do. This is why they're so versatile, so dynamic, is because you really can't double team anybody, because whenever they send 5, they're going to get to the quarterback, and this pretty much is what happens here. They're even going to keep Will Dissly in the block. They're going to try to block Zach Charbonnet as well, but Tayshaun Gibson is too quick for this left guard to make up that ground, and forcing, Zach Charbonnet to plant his feet into the ground now. That way he can, put a body on Tayshaun Gibson, but at the same time, forces Geno Smith to fall over his foot, and they get an easy sack here. This is what's so dynamic about this defense. You cannot double team anybody, because if you do, they're going to get a sack, and that's what happened on that play there. Okay, here we go. Another example of why the battle is won in the trenches. We're going to get a play fake here to the running back. We're going to get a quick like stop route here by Colby Parkinson. We're going to get an out route by Tyler Lockett, and then a couple of in the dig routes here over the middle by these wide receivers. But what they do perfectly here is whoever this is right here is bulldozing right through the left guard or the center, whoever it is, and there's no time. There's no time in the pocket at all, forcing Geno Smith to get this football out a little bit early when, if he did have a good pocket, if he did have time, he could probably zoom this in here right here to DK Metcalf for a nice little chunk play and get the first down. Instead, pressure on him. There's a guy on his back, has to throw it out, forces a bad throw, and this is why the battle is won in the trenches right there. That's why they got a pick here, because Geno Smith had no time in the pocket. He had no time to think. He had no time to go through progressions. Quite frankly, let's see who he looks at here. Let's see what his progressions were on this play. Play fake, looks right, looks at Parkinson, looks at Tyler Lockett, had no ability to look on the left side of the field there, forced him into a bad throw, forced him into an interception. This defense is goddamn scary, man. And guys, before we get any further into this video, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. I will be covering the 49ers, their defense, their offense, Brock Purdy, Chase Young. I'll be covering them all year long. I'm so excited to see what they can do in this playoff run, because quite frankly, with their team, with their depth, their X-Factor ability, with everyone on their coaching, everything, I think they are, in prime position to take over the NFL, not just for this season, but for the entire future to come, man. They could really start a dynasty right now. So make sure you guys join the family for more of these videos. And also check out Underdog Fantasy. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. Basically means free money. And I post all of my pick'ems every single week for NFL and NBA. So make sure you guys use my code in the description, and you guys can get some free money and can have some fun as well. So make sure you guys do that. But let's get back into some film. Okay, so this is a perfect example of having an offense absolutely terrified of what your front four can do. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers here, 7 blockers here for the Seattle Seahawks. They're pretty much only going to run 2 routes. You got a go route out here, you got a comeback route over here, and then a swing route by the running back. You have 3 routes, quite frankly, just 2 of them that you can really throw the ball to. It is a good play, good decision here by the Seahawks to run this play in this zone coverage here. You have 3 guys, or a deep blue, and a deep blue. But I want you guys to really focus on this safety, reading Geno Smith's eyes. And we talked about Jair Brown earlier. He is going to play a major factor on this team. Look at this. So he sees that Geno is staring down DK Metcalf in one-on-one, and watch him start to break out into a sprint. This is what you want to see. And if this ball is, let's say, where it needs to be, let's say it's put out right here, right where DK Metcalf can get it, he's going to get absolutely boomstick by Jair Brown, and there's probably no shot DK Metcalf makes his catch no matter what. Even if it was a good ball, Jair Brown would have absolutely dominated. But I want to show you guys once again, look at the amount of guys they have stay in the block here because of this the front four. They want to double team Nick Bosa, they want to double team Javon Hargrave, and double team Chase Young. This is how scared they are of this pass rush. It's quite frankly unbelievable. I mean, man, we're seeing a lot of good play out of these guys, but I didn't think it would be this bad. It is bad. It is really bad. That's how good they are. Again, another insane play by the front four here, man. Dude, it's quite frankly amazing. So we're going to have Nick Bosa lined up here. Looks like he's about to attack either the A gap or the B gap over here, but he does neither. So what we're going to have here is Chase Young. He's going to try to absolutely bulldoze right through the A gap here. So he's going to try to off or hit this center. That way he has nothing to do. Nick Bosa is going to come around this edge, and then Javon Hargrave's also going to put pressure into the middle of the line. And we're going to see right off the bat, the center's not going to have anything to do because he's just absolutely worked here by Chase Young. Chase Young attacks the A gap. Center's already out the play. Nick Bosa screams around the edge, and then there's pressure up the middle from Javon Hargrave. I mean, look at this. This is insane. The amount of time that Geno Smith has is quite frankly nothing. Let's watch it one more time here. Again, you're going to see Chase Young attack the right side of the center. Nick Bosa comes around the edge, and then leaving nobody to guard Javon Hargrave. That's how you execute right there, man. Here's another great play by the secondary this time. Travarius Ward lined up one-on-one with DK Metcalf, man-to-man down left sideline. This is what you want if you're Seattle. The offensive line does relatively a good job here, even though it's really not a good job. But either way, gives them time to throw it up. Looks like DK Metcalf has half a step, but Travarius Ward puts his right hand up, gets a nice deflection there. Almost a tip drill interception. But Travarius Ward is becoming a superstar if he's not already one, man. He looks good. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4, right outside of field goal range. Just need a couple of yards to get this drive, continuing here. And here we go. Geno Smith, you got some pre-snap motion. Looks like it's going to be a zone coverage here, which it is. You got Zach Charbonnet on a swing route. Probably had that right away if you check down now. Too late. Linebacker's already here. You got maybe this route over the middle if you want to fire it now, but he takes it a little bit too deep. And then Nick Bosa's already there. Screams off the edge. No time to even think. I mean, let's watch it one more time. Let's see how quickly Nick Bosa absolutely dominates this right tackle, man. I love watching this. Whenever I sit down and watch some 49ers film, this is always what I'm watching. Look, it just bulldozes right through him. Uses a combination of speed and strength just to get by him and sack the quarterback. That Nick Bosa is insane. And now that he can't be double teamed, he's going to be even more scary, man. And here we go. Another example of one in the trenches. You got man-to-man here, man-to-man, man-to-man. It's literally all man with one deep safety. If your front 4, front 5, front 6 doesn't get to the quarterback, they're going to have a wide, something probably open here over the middle on a crosser. But look at how well they do. Nick Bosa, Arik Armstead dominating up the middle, man. I need to see this from the other angle because they got, and Fred Warner, all got there very quickly. And look at this offensive line, all just so far up the field, like, damn, we did not do good there. Let's watch. We got Fred Warner, you got Arik Armstead, Nick Bosa. Oh, Nick Bosa's actually on the outside over here. Here we go. Let's watch them dominate. Nick Bosa again. They love to run that where he starts right and then cuts back over the middle, making a very tough decision here for the center. And then boom, just absolutely dominates him, man. That is, dude, that is fierce. And this is what makes him so scary. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks had nothing to do this game. They did nothing good. I mean, the only touchdown that they had this game was a pick 6. They scored 6 points offensively, did the Seattle Seahawks. They won 31-13. The 49ers did. The defense looked amazing. The offense looked really good at times as well. This team is really, really good. A combination of a great offense with an outstanding defense. I am, continuing to just be amazed of how good they are up front. And if they continue to showcase this, they will be so hard to score against. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this team has what it takes to win it all this season? Do you think they need to continue to add more depth into the secondary now that Hufanga is out for the season? Let me know what you guys think they need to do next. Comment down below saying more film if you want me to break down more 49ers videos, more film, or comment down below. This is number 1. Whatever you guys want to see, leave a comment down below. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.